So here is the Neet solutions video of 17th June 2022. So physics, if we come to the physics, so the first question that they've asked here is they've given a graph which shows the variation of the dipole wavelength of a particle and its associated momentum P. That is the options they've given is, so one is dipole wavelength, that is the y-axis, and x-axis they have given is the associated moment. So deformal first graph they have given is the deformal wavelength also increases with the associative momentum. The deformal wavelength increases but the associated moment remains same. So if you come to the options they have given is, first option they have given, that is the x-axis is associated momentum, y-axis is deformal wavelength. As the dipole wavelength increases, the associated momentum also increases. As the dipole wavelength remains same but the associative momentum increases, the dipole wavelength also decreases with associative momentum. The dipole wavelength also decreases but the associative momentum remains same. If we see the formula, so now if we see the formula that they have given is, for the formula for this is alpha is equal to h by p. So alpha is equal to h by p is the formula. So then the graph will become, the divergence wavelength will decrease but the associated momentum will be same. So the answer will be option 4 for question number 1. So moving on to our next question number 2. Here they have asked, as the temperature increases the electrical resistance. Options they have given is, will it increase for both conductor and semiconductor, will it decrease for both conductor and semiconductor, or will it increase for conductor but decrease for semiconductor, or will it decrease for conductor but increase for semiconductor. So if you see, so the temperature increases the electrical resistance, it will be increase for conductors but there will be a decrease for semiconductors. So therefore if we come to the options, that is option 3 is correct answer for question number 2. So moving on to our next question, that is question number 3. Here they have asked, let T1 and T2 be the energy. So let us take two things, T1 and T2. Let it be a energy of an electron. So let it be an energy for an electron in the first and second excited statements of hydrogen atom respectively. So in the first and second excited statements of hydrogen atom respectively, according to Bohr's model of atom, the ratio will become T1 is to T2. That is, will the ratio be 1 is to 4, 4 is to 1, 4 is to 9, 9 is to 4. So En is equal to minus 13.6 z square by n square. So therefore formula, so T1 is equal to E2 we will get. So the first excited statement, that is n is equal to 2. Then so if we take like that, then T2 is equal to E3, it will be second excited statement is equal to n is equal to 3. So therefore T1 by T2, that is equal to 3 square by 2 square, that is equal to 9 by 4. So therefore 9 is to 4 is the ratio we will get. So therefore the correct answer is option 4 is the correct answer for question number 3. Moving on to our next question, that is question number 4. Here they have asked, means they have said that two objects of masses 10 kg. So two objects. So first object, that is mass is 10 kg. Second object mass is 20 kg. So they are the two objects respectively. They are connected to two ends of a rod. So two ends of a rod, this here, this end of a rod and this end, they are connected. And the rod length is 10 meter. Okay, 10 meter is the rod length. Okay, with negligible mass. So the mass is negligible. We don't want. Okay, then the distance of the center of the mass of the system from 10 kg mass is, so 10 kg mass from here, the distance of the center distance we have to find. So let us find the distance. Okay, from here to here, this x, we have to find center distance. Okay, option 3 given is 10 by 3 meter, 20 by 3 meter, 10 meter, 5 meter. These are the options they are given. So if we see solution, the formula is x is equal to m2r by m1 plus m2. So m1, mass 1 is 10 plus 20. So therefore 20, yeah, r is, so yeah, r is also 20, right? So therefore m2 is 20. So 20 plus 20 by 20 plus 10, that is equal to 2 to 22. So 200 by 30. So 0 get cancelled, 20 by 3. So 20 by 3 is the answer we get, and it is in the option second one. So therefore option B is the correct answer for, or option second is the correct answer for question number 4. Moving on to our next question. Means here 20 by 20 they are given, but it is 20 by 10, or is 10. So 20 into 10, that will be 200. 200 by 30 is 330 is 0 0 will get 20 by 30 will get an answer. So therefore this is the correct 20 by 30 option B is correct answer for option B is correct answer for question number 4. Moving on to question number 5. The ratio of distance traveled by a freely falling body in first, second, third, fourth second is, option 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4, 1 is to 4 is to 9 is to 16, 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7, 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. So these are the options they are given. So let us take all as x1, x2, x3 and x4. Okay. So see here, x1 it will be 1x, x, that is 1. x2, let us take it as 3, let it be 3. Distance 3x. x3 will be 5x. Okay, and x4 will be 7x. So if we remove x, we'll get 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7. So therefore option 3 is correct answer for question number 5. Moving on to our next question, that is question number 6. The ratio of radius of gyration of thin uniform disk about an axis passing through its center and normal to its plane to the radius of gyration of the disk about its diameter is. We have to find the diameter, that is, will be the diameter be 2 is to 1, root 2 is to 1, 4 is to 1, 1 is to root 2. Now, if you see the formula, so this is the diagram, a circle, I1 and I2. The diameter we have to find. Disk, okay, this is next. I1, let us take m r square by 2. 2 times I2, it is distance 4 times, so 4 times m r square by 4. So therefore it will be, so if we take k1 is equal to, let us take it as 2 root 2, okay, or r root 2, okay. K2 is equal to r by 2. So let us take it as reciprocal, let us do 1 by root 2 into 2 by 1. So root 2 will be common. So if we cancel, we'll get root 2 by 1 is the answer. Will get. So root 2 by 1 is in the option B. Root 2 is to 1. So therefore option B is the correct answer for question number 2. Moving on to our next question, that is question number 7. The angular speed of a flywheel moving with uniform angular acceleration changes from 1200 rpm to 3120 rpm in 16 seconds. The angular acceleration in radius is, what is the angular acceleration in radius? Is it 2 pi, 4 pi, 12 pi or 104 pi? So let us take W1, that they have given is 1200 rpm. W2 is 3120 rpm. T they have given is 16 seconds. So formula is angular acceleration is equal to W2 minus W1 by T. So therefore W2 that they have given is 3120 minus 1200 divided by 16 into 2 pi by 60 seconds, right? So 2 pi. So therefore 1920 by 16 into 2 pi by 60. Then if we calculate, we'll cancel, we'll get 64 by 16. That if we divide 16 4 so 64, so 4 pi by, so 4 pi is the answer we get. So therefore if we come to the answer, the correct answer is option B. The 4 pi is the correct answer for question number 7. Let us move on to the next question, that is question number 8. So in this question they have asked an ideal. So moving on to our next question. So question number, that is 8. So here they have said that an ideal gas undergoes 4 different processes from the same initial state as shown in the figure below. Those processes they are like adiabatic, isothermal, isobaric, isochoric, like this they are. And the curve which represents the adiabatic process among 1, 2, 3, 4 is which curve represents adiabatic process we have to mention. In this the graph that they have given, that is option 1, 2, 3, 4, these options they have given. So 1 is isochoric, the 2 is 2 represents the adiabatic, 3 represents isothermal and 4 represent isobaric. So therefore option B 2 is correct answer. Option 2 is correct answer for question number 8. So moving on to our next question, that is question number 9. Here they are asked two hollow conducting spheres of radii R1 and R2. So R1 is greater than R2 have equal charges. The potential would be, what is the potential R1 R2 have? They are asking more on bigger sphere, more on smaller sphere, more equal on both the sphere, depend on the material properly of the sphere. So these are the options they give. So if you see the sphere R1, okay, that is a small sphere. Big sphere R2 is a small sphere. Q, okay. So V is equal to QQ by R. So R1 is greater than R2. So therefore V1 is smaller than V2. So therefore potential will be more on smaller sphere. So therefore the correct option is option 2, that is more on smaller sphere. Potential is more on smaller sphere. Moving on to our next question, there is question number 10. When light propagates through a material medium of relative permittivity ER and relative permeability, that is ER. The velocity of light V is given by C, velocity of light in vacuum. C is the velocity of light in vacuum. So V is given as C, or V is equal to root mu r by ER, or V is equal to root ER by mu r, or V is equal to C by root ER by mu r. So if we see the formula, C is equal to 1 by root E naught by mu naught, E naught into mu naught. So V is equal to 1 by root E naught EM into mu m. So therefore it is equal to 1 by root E naught ER into ER into mu naught into mu r. That is V is equal to 1 by root E naught into mu naught into 1 by root ER by mu r. That is equal to, let us take one as C. So therefore C by root ER by mu r is the answer for question number 10. That is in option 4. So therefore option 4 is the correct answer for question number 10. So moving on to our next question, that is question number 11. Here they have said, means they have asked that a long solenoid of radius 1 millimeter has 100 turns per millimeter. If 1 ampere current flows in the solenoid, so if 1 ampere of the current it is flowing in the solenoid, magnetic field strength at the center of the solenoid is, what is the magnetic field strength at the center of the solenoid? Options they are given is 6.28 into 10 to the power minus t torque cube, 12.56 into 10 to the power minus t torque cube minus 2 torque cube, 12.26 into 10 to the power minus 4 torque cube, 6.28 into 10 to the power minus 4 torque cube. The things that they are given, if we see, they have given 1 millimeter radius, r is equal to 1 millimeter, and n is equal to 100 turns per millimeter, I is equal to 1 ampere, current is equal to 1 ampere, they are given. So therefore if we use the formula, P is equal to mu naught into N into I, that is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into 100 by 10 to the power minus 3 into 1. So therefore it is equal to 12.56 into 10 to the power minus 2 torque is the answer we get. So therefore 12.56 into 10 to the power minus 2 torque option is in the option 3, option 2, 10 for 12.56 into 10 to the power minus 2 option is in option 2. So therefore option 2 is the correct answer for question number 11. So moving on to our next question, that is question number 12. Here they are asking that the peak voltage of AC source is equal to, what is the peak voltage of AC source is equal? The value of voltage supplied to the circuit, the RMS value of the AC source, root 2 times the RMS value of the AC source, 1 by root 2 times the RMS value of the AC source. If you see, VRMS is equal to V naught by root 2, that is equal to V naught is equal to root 2 VRMS is the answer we get. So therefore peak voltage of AC is equal to root 2 times the RMS value of the AC source. So therefore the answer is option 3, the root 2 times the RMS value of the AC source. So therefore option 3 is the correct answer for question number 12. Moving on to our next question, that is question number 13. Here they are asked, an electric lift with a maximum load of 2000 kg, that is lift plus passenger, it will be 2000 kg weight. It is moving up with a constant speed of 1.5 meter per second. Okay, it is moving up with a constant speed, that is 1.5 meter per second, and the friction force opposing the motion, or is the friction force that is opposing the motion, it is 3000 Newton. Is the friction force that is opposing the motion. The minimum power delivered by motor to the lift in watts. What is the minimum power that is delivered by the motor to lift is in watt. We have to write watts. We have to write that is A is equal to 0. Okay, acceleration is equal to 0. Then V is equal to 1.5 meter per second. Then friction there again is 3000 Newton, and A is equal to 0 there again already. So therefore motor force is equal to friction force plus weight, that is equal to 3000 plus 2000, that is 3000 plus 2000, that will be equal to 23,000. So 23,000 into 1.5, that will be equal to 34,500 watt is the answer we will get. So moving on. So option C or option 3 is the correct answer for question number 13. Moving on to our next question, that is question number 14. Here they are asked, in a Young's double-slit experiment, a student observes 8 rings in a certain segment of screen. When a monochromatic light of 600 nanometer wavelength is used. If the wavelength of light is changed from 400 nanometer changed to 400 nanometer, then the number of rings you would observe in the same region of the screen is what? How much number of rings he could observe in the same region of that screen, they are asking. So when d by capital D by small d, that is equal to ring width, so therefore fwi is equal to 600 capital D by d small d. So fw is equal to 400 d by d. So therefore 8 to 600 is equal to in 400. So therefore n is equal to 12 is the answer we will get. So therefore the correct answer is, the correct answer is option 4, that is n is equal to 12. So therefore moving on to our next question, is question number 15. So in question number 15, they are said a copper wire of length 10 meters. So a copper wire, its length is 10 meter and radius is 10 to the power minus 2 by root x is the radius, has electrical resistance. It has electrical resistance of 10 ohms. Okay. So 10 to the 10 ohms, the current density in the wire for an electric field E by M is. So the options taken is 10 to the power 4 meter AM, so 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power minus 5, or 10 to the power 5. So M is equal to 10 meter linear, or is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 by root x root pi, then r is equal to 10. So r is equal to p into n by pi r square. So therefore 10 is equal to p into 10 by pi into 10 to the power minus 4 by pi. So therefore p is equal to 10 to the power minus 4. So therefore j is equal to e by p, that is equal to 10 by 10 to the power minus 4. So therefore it is equal to 10 to the power 5 by e by m square. So therefore 10 to the power 5 is the answer. So option 4 is the answer for question number 15. So okay friends, let us stop the video. again. It's a long video. So we'll continue the other questions in my next video. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.